Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Good morning. Happy Friday. We are live from our studios in Eden Prairie. A beautiful shot by the fabulous Adam right there of our revamped set. Welcome to the Jason Show, everyone. Hope you're having a really good morning. I'm Jace. Please, on your couch, clap at home for our good friend, Miss Kim.
Hi.
Complete with her Barbara Bush pearls.
Thank you.
You know I love a good Barbara Bush pearl.
I know, we just talked about her,
We
so
did.
it seems so appropriate to throw them on today.
You look lovely.
Thank you. You look very handsome, too.
Thank you. How's your day? How's your morning? How's life?
I'm pretty good. We talked about this a second ago, but
Yeah.
I'm still processing how hard it is to grocery shop in not your grocery store. And I don't know if other people
I'm
have
sorry,
this
but
issue.
what?
You know when you go to a grocery store that's not your usual store?
and you don't know the routine. Yes.
Yeah, I
the
feel like I
placement.
missed half of my grocery list, and I was still there forever.
Oh, I get it.
You
It's
know?
like when you go into a new Target.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A Target that's designed differently than, quote, your Target.
Right.
And you're like, hello, housewares is supposed to be to the right.
Duh.
Why is it flipped? Imagine my surprise. Try to go to a Target outside of Minnesota. It's like Mars.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It's like a lunar landing. It's like
How
what?
so?
I went to a Target in Hawaii several years ago, and it was very odd. It was like, why is this here? Why is there a cooler of Lay's by the cashier? I don't
Somebody
understand.
stop it.
What I just don't. It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't. Speaking of retail, I have a story.
Oh, please.
I have a story.
Yes.
So yesterday I went to the Rosedale Center, okay, and I was running some errands. I was getting some things for the Dar, who's watching right now, who's very excited, by the way, because Wendy Williams is on our show today, and the Dar loves the Wendy.
Oh.
So I may have to be a little unprofessional. I may have Wendy give her a little shout out. My mom survived a hurricane. I think she deserves
I
a
think
little
so.
Wendy Williams shout out.
think
Anyway,
so.
Wendy and Kim Cattrall coming up in a little bit. Anyway, any hoodly doodly. I'm at the Rosedale Center running some errands, and I have an Apple Watch, like many of you, okay? I slammed it against a thing, and it cracked the glass. So I go to the Apple store, and I'm getting ready to get in line, and there's a security guard, and he stops me, and he goes, he's like the security guard in National Lampoon's Vacation. Sorry, folks, park's closed. And he goes, do you have an appointment? And I go, oh, no, I don't. He goes, well, you need an appointment for anything now. You just can't walk into an Apple store because of the COVID. You need, Anyway, I said, oh, okay. Well, I just need to turn this in and get it shipped to get it fixed. He goes, oh, well, the Apple guy can help you. So, I don't know, I'll call him Timmy. Timmy, the Apple guy, comes over and he goes, yeah, you're going to need that. You're going to need to send that in. And he goes, let me look at the price. Boop, 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 boop. $400. $400. And it's this Apple Watch is 2 cycles old.
Yeah.
So what I was going to do was, because I ordered the new one, like some of you know, they had the event a couple days ago. So I got the new one. What I was going to do is I was going to give this one to the Dar,
Yeah.
But I looked, and I look at him, and he goes, well, it's cheaper just to buy a brand new Apple Watch. I go, isn't that a little crazy?
Isn't that ridiculous?
Isn't it? And I love Apple, but I'm going to be fair. Even though I love you, when I think you're a little nutter butters, I'm going to tell you you're a little nutter butters.
Right.
It's nutter butters to me that it's cheaper to buy a new watch instead of just fixing the one that I have. So this one that I have, going to be dead as a doornail, which I don't know what that phrase means. But anyway.
Oh, right
dead
in the
as a
nick of
doornail.
time. That
Nick
was
of
our
time.
other one. We
Another
were like-
phrase Kendall and I were trying to figure out, where did nick of time come from? Anywhoodly, I digress. So I don't know. $400 to fix the glass? I thought, no, you can keep it there, Apple.
That's
And then I
so
left.
crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. And then Alexis, my buddy in the radio show, had a Rosedale encounter. She's trying to find a Gap. All the Gaps are closing. She was trying to return some clothes that she got for her baby, the
Yeah.
little Zen, and she thought there was still a Gap at the Rosedale. Closed.
They're all gone?
Gaps are closing. I know, and I miss it. I love the Gap.
Love the Gap.
I love.
the jean jackets.
I know their commercials in the early 2000s with Madonna and Missy Elliott. They were so good.
So good.
The Gap dancers, remember
Yes.
that with all the
Yes.
colorful scarves?
Oh, yeah.
Gap was cool back in the day. Let's get started, everybody. We're gonna try to be cool because it's time for the hot dish. Here we go. I was eating fast.
It's really fast.
That was really fast.
Get a tummy ache.
First up, I will, yeah. First up, the Biebs is back. Overnight, while we were all sleeping, Justin Bieber released his latest song. Now, what he says, this is all part of a new era. Here's a taste of Holy.
At the way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me. Feel so holy, 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 holy. Oh God, running to the altar like a track star. Can't wait another second. 'Cause the way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me. Feel so holy.
Sad for me to
In the video, Biebs, he's playing a struggling oil miner who's laid off and evicted from his house. Now, listen to this. His on-screen love interest in the video is played by actress Ryan Destiny. And listen, Destiny is a former Bieber superfan who won a contest to attend the red carpet premiere of his documentary like 5 years ago. And now she's in the video playing his love interest. I gotta tell you, I don't always love all of Bieber's songs, and over the course of this broadcast, I've given him a hard time when he's deserved it. Hashtag tinkling in the bucket. This I love. I do love the song.
Yeah?
It's inspirational, puts you in a good mood. Your thoughts, Kendall?
It reminds me a lot of Yummy Yummy. Not the same tone, obviously, but I like it. It's odd to me that he's released 2 songs that are really repetitive. That's all. It just doesn't seem like a normal move. Yummy Yummy, and then holy, 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 you know?
I get it.
Thing.
This reminds me of a little Eric Clapton-esque.
Yes, I do really like it, and
Yeah.
I think that that's really cool that the girl was like a huge super fan and now is in his video.
Little taste, a little gospel up in there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Little gospel.
A little
I like
gospel
it.
up, a little Sunday morning with the Bieber. And it doesn't surprise me. This is the evolution of Bieber. Religion means a great deal to him.
Yep.
So it's no surprise that a gospel tone has entered his musical fray, menu, recipe box. I don't know. Good for you, Biebs. I'm going to download it as soon as the show's over. I'll wait. Next up, say goodbye to another OG housewife. One of the biggest names in the Bravo world is giving up her peach. Who? This person.
I have made the very hard and difficult decision to not be a part of Real Housewives of Atlanta season 13. It wasn't an easy decision for me.
Nene talked about this on her YouTube channel, announcing that she's leaving the show that made her famous. She got emotional, actually, talking about the negotiations that led to her exit. She was the last original star of the show that started, I can't believe this, in 2008. I've been there. Wow. It's very weird. I've been there from the beginning. There's some of the original opening titles. What's so funny is, I hope I didn't jinx this. I just randomly started talking about Nene on the other show yesterday. I was saying that, I said Nene had the best comebacks. Like Nene's comebacks were so good, and some dude on the internet, on YouTube, put together a montage of some of the best ones, and I laughed out. Like, I rarely laugh out loud at internet videos. I was laughing out loud at this montage. I mean, there's nothing better than her against Phaedra, or Fakra, as she called her, or her and Sheree, or her and Kim, Wig. She called Kim Wig. Wig. Yeah. Goodbye. One of the first appearances on Andy Cohen, Kim called in, and she goes, "Goodbye, Wig. Goodbye, Wig." She's so good.
Just kept going,
Bloop,
too.
Bloop. That was another one. Bloop. Yeah. I'm going to miss her. But you know what?
Too.
It's time to move on.
It is. That's a long time. I think of 2008. I'm like, my goodness, you've been doing that for 12 years?
Yeah. It was so, I loved it back in the day. Admittedly, I stopped watching Atlanta a couple seasons ago, but I loved it when it was Kim and Sheree and Phaedra. When Phaedra was trying to tell us she was pregnant and couldn't get her due date right, and everyone knew it was because she didn't want to really admit when she got pregnant. Oh, that was one of the best scenes ever. I love it. Next in the dish, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills may be over this season, but the drama continues for one of the stars. Yeah, this isn't about the show, everyone. This is just drama. Listen to this. Teddy Mellencamp, John Cougar's daughter, is being forced to defend, right here, she's to the right when, she's being forced to defend her accountability program, All In by Teddy, following some major backlash online. It comes after someone online started sharing anonymous messages from former clients of Teddy who claim her program restricted them to 500 to 1,000 calories a day and demanded an hour of cardio every day. Now, health guidelines recommend a normal adult, and I don't like the word normal, but an average adult gets 1,600 calories a day. Critics say she's, quote, starving clients. Teddy posted a video on Instagram defending her program right there, sharing success stories from certain clients. She said people know what they're signing up for, and her plan does not mention specific calories. Well, it may not, but Teddy is aware of the situation because eagle-eyed fans are noticing that she's bloop, 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 deleting negative comments on the thread, on the Instagram. So, 600 calories. Now, look, I will admit, people know on this show, I did the Rocco DiSpirito diet several years ago, which was he wrote a book called the 800 calorie a day diet. It's very hard. And one could argue that it's not great for you.
Right.
But 600 calories, that's like a walnut and some bread crust.
That's it. You can't even have wine.
And half of it, well, no, I mean, yeah, you can't have wine on most diets. They're lovely, but okay. Yeah, that's like half a Capri Sun and a crouton.
That's it. Well, and no wonder you're going to lose weight. And isn't it like astronomically expensive, supposedly?
It's $600. So to start, as I said, $400 a month, $600 to start. Like I said, that's $100 a calorie, or that's $1 a calorie.
That's my favorite line of the day.
Yeah, $1 a calorie. Way to go. Eat a crouton, everyone. As I said, we have a great show, so please go get some OJ, some tea, or something. Bud Light if you're my mother-in-law, and meet us back here in just a little bit. Back in a moment.
As Ed Sullivan would say, we have a really big show. Coming up next, my friends, our first special guest is our daytime neighbor. Wendy Williams joins us to talk about her new season and how quarantine has been for her. Then, for the first time on our show, Kim Cattrall joins us. She's in a new soapy drama on Fox called Filthy Rich. We're going to get the skinny on what brought Samantha back to TV. And Pizza Week concludes with an Argentine twist on the classic pie. Stay right there, get another cup of Joe. We'll be right back.
Are you at a place where they bury the dead? What is happening in this room this year?
What do you mean? Why? What's wrong?
I don't know. It looks like a waiting room where people sign their name, the guest register or something.
What can I do to cheer it? Well, you should have seen it before.
What was it before?
Those flowers in myself. Do you know what there was instead of those flowers?
What were they?
I'll show you. Wait there.
What should we guess? I'm guessing some sort of statue, a Greek statue.
I'll show you.
Or maybe a pamphlet for the nursing home that you're in.
I was like, guys, what's this? They went, because you're British.
Yeah. And of course, all British people drink tea while hosting a talk show. Welcome back to our talk show, everybody. James Corden and Neil Patrick Harris having some fun with Corden's at-home setup on The Late Late Show. And we have one more little slice of James for you. He teamed up with singer Dua Lipa to put a pandemic spin on her hit song, Don't Start Now. The new lyrics focus on dating during these COVID times.
And you've got enough things on Netflix, Hulu, HBO, and Prime. Now you're good and ready, though it's low-key scary. Check your drip and grab your Lysol. If you ever wanna see another person's body, if other than your forehead, you're a total hottie. Wear a mask, wash your hands. It's not like you have other plans. It's awkward, but it's cool. Following all these COVID rules.
So good. He does the best bits, I'm telling you. And can you imagine how long that took?
To come up with.
A long time. I'm telling you though, it is one of the moments, it's one of the times you're really grateful, you and I both, that we have great spouses and we're not single during the COVID.
Oh, Lord. Yes, that'd be hard.
Just know all of you dear single friends of ours, we feel you. And I would not, dating in the COVID when you're dating on Zoom, I'm getting coughed at in my ear. I don't know. Is that, our producer Jeff is single. That's, I'm sorry.
And Ted, don't forget.
That's right. Well, I think that's going to be the way that it is, whether it's pandemic or not. Yeah. He's not here, so I can make fun of him. He's on vacation. Actually, I would make fun of him if he was here, too.
Sweet Ted.
Love you, Ted. More late night for you. Jane Fonda was on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen last night. In the after show, because Andy does a show on the net following the real show, she revealed more about her friendship with the late Michael Jackson. Listen.
When I was making Not Coming Home, on Golden Pond up in New Hampshire, he came and lived with me for about a week, in the same home. He slept on a mattress that he pulled out on the floor of the living room. I slept in a loft upstairs. And I found him very touching, a very interesting character. No, when I really knew him best was around the time that he made Bad. It was before Thriller. I skinny dipped with him. How about that? Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Well, I mean, I've skinny dipped once in my life. It was not with Michael Jackson, but that's a whole other story. That was with a friend of mine who shall remain nameless. Anyway, I feel bad correcting Jane Fonda, but I know if you're a Michael Jackson fan, you would want me to. Bad came out after Thriller. I just want to be... I want to be accurate before somebody on our Facebook page blames me.
Jane Fonda getting that wrong.
Yes, exactly. But Bad came out afterwards, Jane. But Jane's been in the entertainment industry for decades. I would forget things too.
I know. Yeah. And she's having sleepovers for a full week. My air mattress. There's Michael Jackson. I'm like, you just know everybody.
She looks great. I don't want to, I don't want to just focus on anybody's looks. But this is just a compliment. She still looks fantastic. And I will make the comment. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say it. Again, whoever did the work, because she's admitted, she's been very open about it. Whoever did it should win a Nobel Peace Prize. Seriously. That's the best plastic surgery I've ever seen on a celebrity. Because, it's just a little dabble do ya, as the commercials used to tell. A little dabble do ya, just a little.
Sure. I want to know whoever works on the Kardashians, because they look better than they did 15 years ago.
Oh, well, some of them don't even, they've had full head transplants. I mean, they don't even, they've had seriously. I mean, but I'll do it. Look, you are looking at a forehead with Botox, I'm telling you.
And it looks good.
Bloop, bloop, bloop. Oh, yeah. And when I can't get in there, a little Crisco. I'm just joking. I don't inject my forehead with Crisco. Next up, months after being fired from the cast of Bravo's Vanderpump Rules for racially insensitive comments, Stassi Schroeder, thank you, Jeff. He knows I don't like it. Anyway, is speaking out for the first time. She was on Tamron Hall yesterday and apologized for the statements that she made on a podcast criticizing the Oscars So White campaign, among other things. Listen to what she told.
Because going through these past few months and working with a teacher and learning about Black history and just the obstacles that Black people face every single day, I look back on that podcast and I am so embarrassed that I even had those thoughts, much less put it out there, because I was that Karen. I was a Karen.
When Tamron asked her why she stayed silent all summer, Stassi said she needed time to understand why her comments were wrong, but she realizes that now. Stassi also apologized for calling police on a former cast member who is African American. Look, I don't watch this show. I have a shallow base of knowledge about her, so I don't like to just run my mouth when I don't. I do sometimes, but I try not to. But in this case, I'll just say you can not like what she said, but I enjoy what she revealed is that she wanted to take the time to educate herself on why people did not like what she said. I like that. That's really all you can ask of people that are asking for forgiveness. Are you just asking for forgiveness, or are you trying to learn from your mistake? Even your worst mistakes are there to teach you something. I actually appreciate that she took the time not to just jump on social media and get defensive.
Right.
She wanted to learn why she was offensive.
Yeah, I don't know what her full statements were, what was said. I'm like
Yeah.
you, I don't watch the show, so I don't really know her personality even to know what's going on. But to go out there and say something, it's good. I guess I think it is a little late to say something. I'm glad she took the time, but...
Yeah, because there's been all sorts of things. I mean, there's been all sorts of things that I have said over the years, in 23 years, you know, phrases that are no longer appropriate, that, you know, Jace, who's in the Jason Show fan club, who has the tattoo of our logo on his, you know, Jace and I have had great dialogue over the years, and I'm going to give him credit. You know, when I've said things that he goes, you know what, here's why, and he will tell me why, and I appreciate it. You know, I don't go on the defensive. I go, you know what, I appreciate, because, you know, his intention isn't to try to gotcha me.
No.
His intention is to try to educate me, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know, you can't be offended by that.
No.
You know, you got to hear people out. Next up, some of the biggest names in Hollywood come together to raise money for a good cause. Julia Roberts, Matthew McConaughey, Brad Pitt, and Jennifer Aniston were just a few of the stars doing a table reading of the 80s movie Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Now, this was a fundraiser for Sean Penn's nonprofit called CORE, which is helping communities affected by COVID-19. Well, a moment between the former husband and wife, forget the benefit, sadly, this is all people are talking about, this moment here.
Water rose slowly down her cheeks into the corners of her mouth. Her lips are parted slightly. Her eyes are filled with desire as she says,
"Hi, Brad. You know how cute I always thought you were. I think you're so sexy. Will you come to me?"
Angle on break.
Okay. People are losing their minds over that. Pitt played the character of Brad Hamilton. Aniston played Phoebe Cates' character of Linda. Did we not love Phoebe Cates? I mean, did we not? I know, it's fine, but we loved her. Anyway, Morgan Freeman, as you heard, was the narrator there. And by the way, Julia Roberts hasn't aged since Flatliners. Just wanted to throw that out there.
What? Look at her.
Look at her. There's something, her, Amelia Santinello, and there's a few other ladies that I swear are aging backwards. But anyway, I digress. Can we, I would love for Jen and Brad to get back together too, but it does crack me up that people like froze that moment between them and go, look how Brad's looking at her. They're on a Zoom call. You could freeze, we've had Zoom meetings, you could take any moment where I look irritated, mad, flirty. You know, you could freeze a moment and go, oh, Jason's flirty with Jeff. No! Jason's looking down at Mr. Big wanting food. You could take any moment and make it what you want.
I'm gonna run with it. I want it to be exactly what everybody else does, and I'm just gonna go with it. I mean, look at his face. He was like, and everybody else was kind of giggling while she was reading
Well, they
it.
know each other.
So what? I loved it, and I'm taking it.
Look, I love love. I love love.
I love love.
And I love those two. And as I said at the beginning, Kendall, I would like them to get back together. I just love the hysteria anytime they happen to be in the same hallway, they happen to look at each other a certain way. We are just, I think we are clinging. We want some good news this year, and we are just really hoping it's this. But I don't mean to be Debbie Downer, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think we need to quote, we need to hashtag surrender the fantasy. Sorry. I know, I'm sorry, I'm busting. I usually try to lift people up today.
Busting
I'm busting your Brad Pitt, Jennifer Aniston dreams. Coming up, hope you're hungry. Still to come, we are wrapping up Pizza Week with a visit to Boludo Pizza. First, she's back. Wendy Williams returns to the Jason Show because she's talking about her show, which she's coming back to. I'm chatting live with Wendy on what to expect for her new season. That and more when we return. Back right after this. Welcome back. It has been a few months since we've heard the iconic phrase, how you doing? But starting Monday, our buddy, I love her, Wendy Williams is back with new shows every weekday right here on Fox 9. Joining us is the one and only, and my mother's favorite, Wendy Williams. Hi, sweetie, how are you?
Hi, Jason. How you doing?
How you doing? You look fabulous, Wendy. Can I just start with a compliment? You look great.
25 pounds down.
Look at you. Really?
Not on purpose. Yeah, not on purpose.
You look, since you're like sensational. I'm going to turn that into 4 words. Sensational.
I went to get a colonoscopy, and that's where I got on the scale, you know, because they have to put you under, so the anesthesiologist said, get on the scale. I was shocked myself because the girls know everything that we wear has stretch, so we never really know what we're doing. Plus, I'm tall, so losing weight, it's like you just never know.
Yeah.
And then we've been on quarantine for 7 months, and I basically just lay around the house with a robe on, glamorous, I might add, but a good robe, but you know, a robe, sometimes some mascara, because when you pass a mirror, you don't want to see that you're really letting yourself go.
Yeah.
Just because of quarantine.
Speaking of your house, you were cracking me up. I loved that you just flat out said you stopped doing home shows because you were sick of people criticizing your house.
How dare them? How dare, exactly. You know, my taste isn't for everybody, as you can see, this junk. But it's good junk. Look, and Cynthia's here.
Look, look. Look at that. That is, move, let me see. I don't think I've ever seen the full look. Look at her, look at that.
Yes. It took me a long time to paint her because she was black, and then I painted her. And I've had her done, though, for like at least 17 years, and I've had her for about 20 years, but the first few, all she was black. But I've gotten some things done to my studio that I wasn't even a part of. They just say, you know, Wendy, you know, we're gonna do some stuff to the studio, and we think you'll like it. But after being on for 12 years, working with, you know, many of the same people, their taste has turned into my taste. And I gotta tell you, I have not one complaint.
Yeah.
And when you see over there, when those double doors open and see around here, it's just a gaudy, messy set, perfect for our show.
I love it. I love a good set, Wendy, and I love, you know, because I grew up with you and Oprah, and then that's why when we change anything on our show, I get all excited. Your set, every time you do a set change, I love it, so I can't wait to see it.
I didn't even want to change the set, though. I liked the set from last season. Then they're like, we're going to change the set. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. And, you know, they're in here scurrying around with ladders and stuff. And I have to tell you something. There is not one thing about this set that I corrected, and everything about it that I love. The only thing that I added to it was Cynthia. I said, can you guys come over to the house and bring Cynthia?
I love, Wendy, the background, that purple behind Cynthia. I love that. I love the texture on that.
I love Chanel,
yeah.
And you know that Chanel features the tufting. And they picked up on that here at the show. They're so thoughtful. So it's like Chanel tufting with diamonds in between, and you'll see that reoccur all around. I have to tell you something. You know, you might think I'm amazing because I only do the show, but it takes a whole village of people to make this happen. And this is just a special, magical place. We get the test every day when we come in here, which is why we're not going to be having co-hosts in the audience, but we're gonna Zoom them.
Yeah.
And we're gonna Zoom Ask Wendy, and we're gonna Zoom Eye Candy, and then some of my staffers are gonna be here in the audience laughing and clapping.
What do you think of Nene, Wendy? I thought of you immediately.
We'll talk on Monday, Jason. Stop.
I knew it. I knew you were gonna. Yes, that's very good. That's why Wendy is who she is. You watch her show if you want to know what she thinks of Nene.
Monday is all hot topics, so I can't wait. I mean, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna have to be cut off by my floor manager. Does somebody cut you off at the Jason show?
Yep, right now. Like right now, they're telling me I gotta go, and I gotta tell you, my mama survived Hurricane Laura, Wendy, and the only she's watching right now for the first time. She can actually relax. You are the only thing that's relaxing her. Can you say hi to Dar? It would make her life and make her really bad month a lot better.
Hi, Dar. How you doing?
Okay. She just, seriously, my mother's whole year was just made. Wendy, I love you. Continued success. We're going to promote the heck out of you. We're going to be a good time slot neighbor.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye, Wendy. Don't miss the season premiere. All Hot Topics. Wendy Williams, Monday at noon on Fox 9. And if you're watching us from other markets, check your local listings. Wendy's everywhere. After the break, a Friday flashback that will make you a little nostalgic. And later, another special guest, Kim Cattrall, is back on TV in a new drama. Coming up and talking to her live about the show Filthy Rich. Stay with us, back in a moment. Wendy said hi to the dog.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day.
That's our theme. That's what we believe in, trying to make it a good day for y'all. Welcome back. Yam House performing our new theme song. I got to tell you, you know me. I try not to be unprofessional with the, and goobery and about, oh, can you sign this? I don't even like to ask for autographs, but with Wendy and my mom, I gotta, anything to make my mom smile, and Wendy was very nice about it. So, welcome back. Some TV history for you today. 55 years ago, today, TV fans were introduced to this iconic show. Look. I could just listen to this, one of the best instrumental TV themes ever, featured in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That is the opening titles to I Dream of Genie, starring Barbara Eden as a 2,000-year-old genie, and my buddy, the late, great Larry Hagman, as an astronaut who becomes her master. The show aired for 5 years on NBC with repeats running for several decades. Yeah, I watched it obviously in repeats, and it was actually NBC's answer to another popular show that was running at the same time over on ABC called Bewitched. It was their answer. Sadly, I Dream of Genie really wasn't quite as popular as Bewitched, but it is a great case. I reference it all the time when I jokingly refer or I talk about Larry Hagman. It's rare for an actor to get one iconic role in television. It's like a unicorn for two, and Larry has it with both I Dream of Genie and, of course, his years on Dallas. And Barbara Eden, people don't realize it now. You think things are scandalous now. She couldn't show her belly button when the show was on. It was a huge scandal. She couldn't show her midriff. They were like, ooh, clutch the pearls. More than 16 years after the end of Sex and the City on HBO, Kim Cattrall is returning to TV. I'm chatting with her about her new Southern drama, Filthy Rich, coming to Fox. And it is the grand finale of Pizza Week on The Jason Show. Kendall is visiting Boluto Empanadas, which is earning rave reviews, not so much for their empanadas, which are great too, but for their pizzas too. It's a doubleheader when we come back.
The nation mourns the loss of the man admired for both his faith and principles.
Your father, not a faithful man. He had 3 children outside this marriage. With 3 different women. No. Yeah.
That's not my dad.
Yeah, he kinda was.
Well, who the hell are these people?
Contingent on signing a non-disclosure agreement, each of you will receive $1 million.
You're valued at $2.2 billion.
You flew us, coach?
Kim Cattrall is the matriarch of a rich Southern family in the new show, Loving It, Filthy Rich. It premieres Monday night on Fox, and we need this. We need some good soapy fun. Joining us live with more on the show is Kim Cattrall with her co-star, the great Steve Harris. Hey, guys.
Hey, now.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey, Jason.
Kim, I always think a good primetime soapy diva needs a good rhyming name, like Dominique Devereaux and then Crystal Carrington. Margaret Monroe is such a great name, don't you think, Kim?
Oh, yeah, and especially with that EAUX at the end of it, which brings in that element of the French of the New Orleans. I think it's great.
Who is she? Who is she?
Monroe.
Who is she, Kim? Tell us about her.
Who is she? She is the queen bee. She is the head, she and her husband, until he passed away, they are the head of the Sunshine Network, which is one of the most, or if not the most popular evangelical show. So she's very powerful. She's very lovable. She's very devious and duplicitous. And she's also very heavenly. She's religious. She prays. She believes in God. God is her savior. He leads her. God and Franklin, who Steve plays. So she's very complicated. I describe her as an iron fist in a velvet glove. You know, she's one of those Southern women. After she says something, does she say, have I just been pricked? Have I just been, needled, or have I been praised? You never really know where you are with Margaret, which is one of her powers, her secret powers.
Steve, are you good and evil in this web?
I'm all of the above, man. I think when you watch it, you'll see. As you pointed out that, you have a queen bee, you play chess. The queen has things that protect them. You have the pawn. But then I think my character would be the bishop, rook, and the knight, all rolled into one, because I can't be the king. The king is Eugene. So when you have that and you have those entities to protect, take care of, nurture, grow, I think that's all part of the character I play in making sure that we move and it prospers into the dreams that we've always wanted, that we succeed and capitalize. So that's my play in it. That's part of my play in it. Now, remember, I said I was one of the chess pieces. I may have always. There's nobody who doesn't want to be king.
Absolutely. And Kim, I know it's a cliche.
It's good to be king.
Yeah, it's such a cliche, but characters like this, where the words on the script is just inviting you to devour the scene, they really are more fun to play, aren't they?
Oh my God, that's what I love about melodrama. It just allows for so much hysteria and emotion and also humor. I think that's one of the things that when I first read it, I didn't get the humor right away. But I thought it was such an important element, especially now doing a soap where, we've had so many soaps in our history on television. We've grown up with them. So we wanted to bring a new element. And it's usually, it's the characters doing things that the audiences are enjoying because they're so delicious. But we know we're doing them. So it's an added inside joke, which I think it elevates everything to something fresh and new in a genre that I think people might think, oh, I know what that's about. I watched Dallas and Dynasty. But there's something also about making it evangelical, too, that allows us to not make fun, but poke fun at this sort of sacred subject matter. So I think people will hopefully like it and come along for the ride and be shocked as we were when we read it.
Well, I think TV is all about timing, like most things in life, and this is arriving at just the right time when we need a guilty pleasure. Guys, thank you so much. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Great to talk to you.
Great to talk to you. Kim Cattrall and Steve Harris, everybody. Don't miss the series premiere of Filthy Rich. Like I said, it's Monday night at 8, only on Fox 9. Y'all know I love a good primetime soap. Woohoo! I'm going to watch that. Next up, pizza. Throughout the week, we've been getting a taste of new types of pizza in the Twin Cities. We're wrapping up Pizza Week with a visit to a local spot known for empanadas and pizzas. Kendall takes us to Boludo in Minneapolis.
We're heading into South Minneapolis as Pizza Week continues. I had to go here even though it's known more for empanadas. Boludo, Argentinian pizza. Ah! Buenos Aires comes to Nicollet Avenue. That was a Star Tribune article. I feel like that perfectly describes your restaurant. I walked right in and I was like, oh hey, this is like a different world. All the artwork all means something to you if people do come here.
All the stuff from Buenos Aires. I have a lot of pictures of my mom and my grandma, the two ladies that influenced my life pretty much. And I have a lot of music going on. We always play in different songs, different type of music. People really seem to like that.
Oh yeah, it's like a club in there.
It is, it is. Sometimes it is. Sometimes you see the people waiting for the food. And just dancing, music has been in my life for a long, long time. My grandma, the one that teach me the empanadas and everything, she used to sing tango in the radio in Buenos Aires. So every time she cooked, she was singing. and music was part of cooking.
People who cook, they always say that food is love, and people who sing say music is the soul, right? So you're bringing the love and the soul
So
together
important,
here.
so important. The energy is everything for me.
Tell me what makes Boludo so different than other places around the metro.
There is a lot of little details we do. The dough is kind of like a pizza, focaccia, cracker. It's all in between. There is a balance between sweet from the San Marzano tomatoes we use from Italy, and then the salty from the crust. I want to just make like a balance between salt and sweet. We love cheese, so all the pizzas in Boludo have a lot of cheese. We oil the crust with extra virgin olive oil from Spain. Most of the time it's from Spain or Italy, and then we salt the crust with Maldon salt, the flake salt from France. And the final touches, I think that's what makes the pizza different than the rest of the pizzas you have here in the Twin Cities. And I want to keep it simple, so no more than 4 ingredients. So I feel like I don't want to do it fancy. I just want to do simple food with really good ingredients.
You had me at cheese.
Yeah, and a lot of cheese, a lot of cheese.
Obviously, Argentinian, we have to have a footballer here to eat with me. Okay, empanadas, the churro, 2 different kinds of pizza. This is the sarandara. I think that's how you say it. And the pepperoni. Gotta try it all. It's gonna take a minute, so I'll let you know what I think in 3, 2,
1. And we're back live. Kendall joins me now. My goodness. I wanted to, I'm sure you guys at home felt, want to eat the screen. And it's way over there. I do.
I know. It was so good. The line, the whole time we were there at Boludo, was massive. It just kept filling out. And surprisingly to me, out of all the pizzas that I tried there, the pepperoni, I can't remember what they call it, it's Argentinian, but is the best pepperoni pizza I've ever had in my life.
What?
And I don't, you know me, I don't really like meat a lot. So that
And I don't
was
think
really
you've ever
surprising.
said such a Jason dramatic statement like that before. No, and I mean, I'm making fun of myself. I think that means a lot. I think the best pepperoni pizza you've ever tried.
In my entire life was really, really good. Wow. Yes. Yeah, I mean, I loved QC Pizza, Rectangle, Boludo, all of them. Everybody's been like tweeting me about this. I recommend any of them for various reasons.
Okay, Jason Show friends, show support to these great restaurants that need us right now. Learn more about the pizza and other dishes by checking out their website right there at the bottom of the screen, BoludoEmpanadas.com. I need to get there immediately, but I still have the show, which will continue right after this. Welcome back. Hey, I want to say thanks to Eric. Photographer Eric did a great job editing all of these pieces. You did a great job with the Pizza Week. Pizza Week. That piece was absolutely beautiful. So Eric, who's in a photographer Eric, people are like, because you know we have a family here. It's not just me. You see all Jeff and Ted and Kendall. I think that's what you probably like about the show. People are like, "Where's Eric? Where's Eric?" His wife has him in a basement, and I haven't personally seen him for a couple months. I don't know. But I think he's still locked in his basement with a computer editing the Jason Show. Poor Eric. He's like, "Can I come out?"
No.
Tanya's like, "No, I'll throw the dinner down there." We're going to take a break. Hey, oh, by the way, YouTube. If you missed our show live, go to YouTube, search for The Jason Show, hit that subscribe button, and you can even hit the bell to remind you when we upload something new. We'll be right back. Can I have dinner, Tanya? No, tomorrow. Welcome back, everyone. Wrapping things up. Thanks to Kim Cattrall and I was going to say Kendall. Thanks to you too. I mean, you work here, but yeah. And Wendy Williams. I was reading some comments as I, do with the fan club. Wendy, if some people, they don't like how, she's very direct, and that, for Minnesotans, for a lot of us, people don't like that. I get that, but let me tell you why. Jeff and I were just talking about this. Here's something you guys don't know. Her show may not be your cup of tea, or you may not like how she goes after people. I get that. I respect it. But do you know, out of the history of this show and out of Jeff's long history here, Wendy Williams was one of the nicest people off camera, which to me means a lot. How you treat the crew, I've always said that. She was the nicest. She did anything we asked. She didn't have an attitude. And we have horror stories of other people that weren't quite like that. Bethany Frankel. Anyway, Sorry, hairball. But yeah, she was the nicest. And you know what? That goes a long way with us. And she's always been good to the show. So I get it. She may not be your cup of tea, but she comes to play, and that means a great deal. So there we go. Monday on The Jason Show, I'm chatting with my friend Paige Davis from Trading Spaces. Find out what she's up to, how her hair's doing. People are loving that she's letting her hair go gray. I think she's like Rapunzel now. It's like 4 feet long. She's like a gray Crystal Gale. That's Monday. That's going to do it for us. Thank goodness. It has been a week, hasn't it, y'all? If you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you're doing it wrong. We'll see you Monday, everyone. Let's turn off the on-air light and go home.